Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in, talking to the fellas today. Every Friday, I try to do a video for the men. That is only 5% of my YouTube audience, so that's why I don't get the opportunity to dedicate too many videos to the fellas. But the question that I keep getting over and over, and I have a video on this, I think, but I'm kind of doing an updated version off the top of the dome, and that is, how do I get my woman back? And first and foremost, what you have to realize is you got to be honest with yourself as a man, and you have to ask yourself, do you deserve her? And what I mean by that is, are you really ready to change? Do you really want to change and be the man that she needs you to be? Or do you want her back because your ego is hurting and you can't stand the thought of her moving on and being with another man and getting over you completely? You first, as a man, have to be honest with yourself, because what you send out into the world is coming back. You will reap what you sow. So if you have the wrong intentions and you want her back for the wrong reasons, you have to answer to a higher power for that. So first and foremost, sit down with yourself as a man and really identify, do you deserve her? And do you really want to change for this relationship? Do you really want to change for yourself? Because a woman is not going to be able to keep you faithful. A woman cannot make you change. So as a man, you have to ask yourself, do you really want to change? Do you want to go from being a grown boy to being a grown man? Do you want excellence and greatness, or do you want to remain average? And that is a conversation as a man that you have to have with yourself. Now, after you have that conversation, what you have to do next is truly and genuinely apologize. And you may not be able to do that in person. You may have to do it through a handwritten letter. You may have to do it through a voicemail. But you have to find a way to apologize to her from the heart. And in this apology, however it has to get to her, because depending on the severity of your relationship or your breakup will determine what access she is allowing you to have. So if you have no access whatsoever, then you have to wait your turn. Give her heart some time to heal. Give her some time to cool off, and then she may unblock you. Then she may open up some line of communication through a friend or a family member, a mutual friend. But so wait your time if you don't have access to her, and respect her time, respect her space, respect her mind. And so when it comes down to this apology, you have to apologize without ifs, ands, and buts. A lot of times, men, we apologize and we say, well, I'm sorry, but, well, I'm sorry and I love you if you'll take me back. Or I'm sorry and it really wasn't all my fault. Or I'm sorry, but you also played a role in this. If she played a role in it, then why do you want her back? If she played a role in it, then why did she leave you? So if you ran her off, it's on you. And if you want her back, you have to accept responsibility for wanting her back. You can't go and say, hey, I want you back, but you need to change and you need to do this and you need to do that. Because if she is in the wrong and she's not coming to you, she's not chasing you, that means she don't want you. That means y'all are not a fit. But if you were in the wrong and you pushed her away, you ran her off, then it's on you to come back 100% and apologize without ifs, ands, and buts. Now, when you apologize, you have to respect her mind, respect her decision. There are situations where a woman is completely fed up and she's completely done. As a man, this may be on strike number 3. It may be strike number 4 or more. Some women it's after she gave you a second chance and you ruined it. So that would be strike number 3. If she is completely done, and she is expressing that, and you know her, and you know her heart, and you can truly feel that she's done, then guess what? Let her go. Let her go. If she's not done but she's playing tough, then that's her loss. Because when we play mind games, everybody loses. So if she's playing a mind game, trying to say she's done, but really she wants you back, that's her loss for being immature. And if you fall off, you fall back, she will eventually come to you. If she was playing a mind game and say, hey, I've been thinking, and I think we could give this another try. Or I've been thinking, and I want to know if you want to have a conversation about you and I. And a lot of women who are bluffing, when you chill out, that's when she'll come to you. And that's what she should do if she was not mature enough to say, okay, I do want to talk about this. I am open to us trying again if some things can change. A mature woman, she'll be straight up, she'll be direct, and she'll let you know what she needs from you. So when you apologize, if she's done, move on with about your business. Go on about your business and let her live her life. She may need a little more time to cool off, or she may be done for good. You look on Facebook and see she's with another man. Guess what? As a man, this is the hardest part about this. Yes, you want to get her back, but sometimes it's done. Sometimes it's over. Sometimes you got to be man enough to walk away, and you got to take your lumps and move on with your life, because you dropped the ball and you ruined the relationship. And that's the unfortunate thing. And what I really don't enjoy and appreciate about a lot of men is that we do stuff, but then we don't want to accept the consequences that come from those actions. One part of being a man and growing in your life, if it is accepting if you have ruined the relationship and you have exhausted all of your chances, your opportunities to be the man in her life. You got to move on. You got to move on. Now, the next part of this is, if when you apologize, she hears you and she accepts your apology, she should give you some stipulations, some things that she needs to see done in order for y'all to give this another shot, and for her to put her heart back in your hands and give you the opportunity to caress her heart or to crush her heart. And guess what? If this is your woman, her stipulation should be reasonable. And when I say reasonable, I mean, she may say, let's go on a couples retreat, or let's sign up for counseling or coaching, or you sign up for counseling or coaching, and I'll sign up, and we do individual sessions to work on ourselves, and then we can do some couple sessions. Let's read this book together. Let's take this course together. Let's talk to my pastor or our pastor. Let's talk to my dad or your dad, or my mentor, your mentor. It should be reasonable what she's saying. It shouldn't be, well, if you want me back, you have to buy me a new car. That's not real love. If you want me back, you have to buy me a house. That's not real love. You have to buy me X amount of carat diamond ring. That's not real love. You're wasting your time. She's not the one. She's immature, or she's a gold digger, or, and she's using this as leverage to get some materialistic items. That's not a woman. That's a grown girl. A woman will want you to grow as a man. It won't be about money and what you're going to spend to get her back, what kind of gifts you're going to buy to get her. No. Who are you as a man? Are you ready and willing to grow as a man? That may be why you're watching this video, because she recommended me to you. That is reasonable, because this video, for one, is not costing you anything. And then anything you do in the space of self-development it's not gonna eat you out of house and home. You're not going to go bankrupt buying a book or doing a course with a life coach on mymentor.life. That's not gonna, send you to bankruptcy court. So when she does that, whatever that may be, guess what? If you love her and you genuinely want to be with her, you have to do that. Yes, in your mind, you may be jumping through fiery hoops. Put your gasoline drawers on and get to diving. Jump through the hoops, because guess what? You got yourself to this place as a man. So as a man, you have to accept the consequences and accept responsibility. And the issue, what hinders a couple that could be a strong couple, what hinders you from getting back together, is men come back and then say, well, I'm tired of doing coaching, or I'm tired of reading books, or I don't want to read the book, or I don't want to talk to anybody. Why can't this just be me and you? Why can't we just do it? And you're in the wrong, but you want to come back and have things your way. Or you want to come back and put stuff on her when really she wasn't the problem. You were the problem. And you want to say, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. And you need to be calling me too. You could call me too. And you need to be doing this and you need to be. And she's like, whoa, hold on. Who cheated on who here? Who did what here? Like, stop pointing the finger at me. This is what she's saying. And so as a man, you have to accept full responsibility for your choices and your actions. And now you got to make up for it. And when she gives you these stipulations, you have to do them with a smile on your face. Service with a smile. And the next thing, what you have to do is you truly have to form new habits. So that may mean getting new friends, cutting off certain people. That may mean that you are not just cutting off certain people, but you're changing your environment. You're changing your habits, what you do, whatever vices you have. Stop gambling, stop smoking, stop drinking, stop cursing, stop watching nasty movies. Whatever vice you have, for you to change and become a new creature, to become a new man, and to remain consistent with a real change, you're going to have to change some friends or your environment or your habits, your vices, cut off them vices. And that's what you have to do in order to get her back. The issue, what with most men, is we come back and we're playing a role and we're playing a game. And she drops her guard and she gives us her heart. And then we go back to being the same person that we once were. That's how you ruin your life. That's how you block all of your blessings. That's how you cut off all of the favor that would have been coming to your life. That's how you crush a woman's heart, and that's how you lose a woman for good. So truly make a change. Truly make the change so that when you get back with her, you can be a new man and you can be consistent in your change. And if you could do that, that right there, that'll open you up, and that can change your life. Because the next time around, being with this woman could be so much better because you've grown into the man. You're becoming the man that she always knew you could be. So where she maybe dropped her guards a little bit the first time around, and you were a no good man, the next time around when you actually grow and you're a good man, she drops her guards all the way. Meaning that she's not dropping her guard so you can knock her out. She's dropping her guard so that you can embrace her, so that she can fully trust you and love you and give you all of her. And y'all can build a full, healthy, happy, and whole relationship. So make sure that you want this woman out of love and now not out of ego. Make sure that you check your ego at the door and that you don't come back with resentment and anger because she's holding you accountable or because she left you. And if you could do that, everything can change and you can actually work this out. And what you're going to notice on the other side is Your life's going to be so much better because you're going to go to a whole new level, because now you got a woman that's supporting you and that loves you, that's speaking life into you. So your dreams, your hopes, and everything that you want out of life, you have a accountability partner to hold you accountable to your goals and to push you. And now you're working not just for yourself, but you're working for her too. And I literally went from a guy making $20,000 a year, working on a dead-end job and selling drugs in the streets, hustling, to allowing my wife to love me and allowing myself to mature and to grow. And I went from that to earning millions of dollars as an entrepreneur in business. And I was like, wow, how did I go from making $20,000 a year to being worth, 7 figures? It was because of that maturity. It was because of that growth, and because of the motivation I had from my wife and me being motivated to do my absolute best so I can take care of her and our sons. That changed my life. But it only changed because I decided to truly change and to grow when she took me back in marriage. When she took me back after leaving me for 3 days for me being in the streets hustling, when she took me back, at first, the first month or so, I was kind of, am I going to change? Am I going to change? And then it clicked and I'm like, why wouldn't I change? Like, what's out there? Nothing's out there for me. Like, I gotta change. There's just nothing, no sense in looking for other women, no sense in trying to be this and be that, when I have a woman that loves me and I can tap into my gifts and she's here to support me on this climb, on this grind. What am I doing? And so I made the change, and my life has never been the same. So I'm here to tell you, yes, you can get her back if you haven't done too much damage. If she's not completely all the way over you, completely off of you, there is a chance. And most women want to make it work. Most women want to grow with a man and work with that man. And if you have a real man inside of you, most women want to make the relationship successful. And everybody knows that relationship is going to have some hiccups, some bumps in the road. That's understood. Nobody's expecting complete perfection right out of the gate. But you have to make sure that you're not taking your grace for granted, that you're not taking this opportunity for granted to love this woman and to be in her life. And so if you want her back, become a man and realize that if this woman is there for you and she loves you and she wants the best for you and she's willing to motivate and support you and be there, you have to realize that you have a queen. And you got to understand that, yes, you could get this woman back and dog her out because you're mad that she had the audacity to leave you the first time around. So you want to get her back, get the control, and then leave her so you get the last laugh. But guess what? You're going to pay for that with the next woman. You're going to pay for that with the next woman. And then you're going to see the woman, the queen that you let get away, you're going to see her move on with her life, and she's going to glow up. She's going to be doing so amazing, so good. She about to make so much money in her job or her business. She about to attract the love so beautiful. And you're still going to be lost, broken, and miserable trying to manipulate and get over on women. And you're going to be like, man, if I just would have hitched my wagon with her and we just would have became a team, we could be a millionaire couple right now, power couple, making moves in the city, boss, ballers, calling shots, raising an amazing family. If I just would have allowed that woman to be the woman that she's intended to be and to love me the way she was trying to love me, instead of me trying to control her and trying to change her and trying to make her accept me for wanting to be less than I'm called to be. You're going to be sitting there looking at this and like, man, what did I do? Why did I do that? Why didn't I just stay consistent and love her and cherish her heart, knowing that I have an amazing woman? Why did I run her off? You ran her off because you want to be a grown boy, because you want to lie, you want to cheat, you want to manipulate, you want to do all this stuff. You want to do what you want to do and yet keep her too. And you can't have that because she's a good woman. She's a classy woman. You have to realize that, and you have to realize that she is not a dime a dozen. Yes, women come a dime a dozen, but not good women. not trustworthy women, that's not a dime a dozen. So if you have that in a woman, you got to wake up and realize, unless you plan on being by yourself the rest of your life, or unless you plan on getting bamboozled and scandaled, scammed by Jezebels the rest of your life, then you got to man up and become the man you need to be in this good woman's life. And if you can't do that, you got a long, miserable road ahead of you. So take this opportunity, this small window of time, this small window of opportunity to love this woman the way she needs to be loved, and it will only make you better. And I'm going to ask you, it's like, do you want to be struggling and miserable and upset in a relationship with a woman? Or do you want to be at your best, living your dreams, running your companies, earning the money that you want to earn, and having the life that you want to have with the love of your life? And the only stipulation is you got to be 100% faithful, and you got to treat her and talk to her like a queen. Which would you rather have? A woman that is the gum beneath your shoe, the lint between your toes, and you get to cheat, and you get to beat, and you get to lie, and you get to manipulate and deceive, but you broke, busted, and disgusted because you got a woman who you've stripped her backbone out of her back and broken in half. So now she's just a vegetable of a woman with you. So she can't push you. She can't motivate you because you've stolen all of her greatness. Is that what you want? That's what you have when you get a woman to conform to your grown boy mentality. But when you allow a grown woman to remain a grown woman and you become a grown man to match her fly, to get on her level mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and you develop your character to be the type of man that she wants and needs, now y'all become a power couple. Now you change the world. And then I'm telling you, this is the most beautiful life in the world. I would not trade this. If you told me, Tony, I will give you 100 women, 100 of the finest, most beautiful women in the world, but you can't have the peace, the success, the business, the job that you have. But you can have all of these 100 women. But you got to work for somebody else. You got to live paycheck to paycheck. You got to be broke, busted, and disgusted. But you get 100 amazing women. Because you won't have both. You have a lot of money, but your relationships will be in shambles if you are a grown boy. You see many men that got a lot of money, but their relationship is never consistent. They never fully happy in their love life. But men who become real men, that's when you see them have the career success they want and the love and family relationship success they want. But it's on you to grow. Nobody can grow for you. Nobody can grow in your place. That's all on you. That's all on you. So if you want this woman, you got to be worthy of her. You got to truly deserve her. And you got to grow and be the man that she needs you to be. But more importantly, be the man that you need to be for yourself. Hey, it's Tony Gaston. God bless you. We'll talk soon.